live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Kansas City Royals going up against the New York Yankees. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Taking a look at today's starter who's been going through a bit of a rough patch lately. His recent outings haven't exactly gone as planned, Singy.
Yeah, he hasn't looked himself out there, Boog. And normally he's got that fastball popping the catcher's mitt and the slider darting, but lately hasn't had great command. A couple of good innings might be all it takes to get him back on track.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Cam Schlittler. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Bobby Witt Jr.
Boog, this is one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. I mean, he's such a consistent hitter. You got to love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see that in this one.
In the air, right field. Grichuk on his way over. 2 down.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 9, Vinny.
So digging in, Vinny Pasquantino. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. Oh. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in New York and on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Michael Wacha. What's the word on him?
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
The center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
Swing and a foul out of play. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And a swing and a miss. 1 out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Chop to first, and that's just foul. The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2.
Ball. Ball.
Breaking ball. This is down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
In the air to left center. Thomas has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Giancarlo.
Here's Stanton now.
Stanton.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Ball 1. Ball.
This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. Giancarlo Stanton with a blast. Home run number 5 on the season. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. So up next for New York, Ben Rice. Good power, not great in the OBP department. That one lifted to left. Thomas gets under it, and that's the 3rd out. Giancarlo Stanton flexing that big-time power swing. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Yankees baseball on The Show, NYC. Back in New York. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. There's a strike. Perez matched a homer in his last game. Late on that fastball. Schlittler, the tall righty, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2022. Caught it looking for the K.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Carter Jensen, the next to hit. 2 hits yesterday. 1 was a home run. And he chases that one below the zone. In the air, center field. 2 down. Here's Lane Thomas.
The left fielder, Lane Thomas.
That one ripped right center field, way back there. And it one-hops the wall. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now it's the right fielder, Jack Paglione.
Ball 1.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. He'll take a trot around the bases. And the Royals take the lead. It's 2-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Michael Massey.
Strike. Woo.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
There's a swing and a drive, and that is a foul ball. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the second.
That's the ball.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Next pitch misses way outside. He goes down looking. 2-run shot for the Royals this inning. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the inning, Randall Grichuk stepping in now for the Yankees.
Randall Grichuk.
And there's one down.
Batting 6, the third baseman.
So up next, Ahmed Rosario.
Whoa.
The 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Isbell under it. Brings it in. And a couple of quick outs. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Chisholm went deep twice in his last game. Out towards right center field. Isbell flying after this one. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Royals 2 and the Yankees 1. This is Yankees baseball on the Show NYC. Welcome back. And Singy, some big-time struggles coming into this one, and he doesn't seem to have it again today.
Yeah, he's nibbling out there more than attacking, and you can tell the confidence isn't quite there, Boog. A lot of game left to shake it off, though.
Bunting for a
No!
hit, and it goes
Foul!
just foul. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2.
No,
Really good
that's a
take,
ball.
especially with 2 strikes.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. 1 challenge remaining for them now.
Ball 2.
Two. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's ripped into the outfield. One away.
Up next to the Royals.
Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Siggy.
Well, he's known for that 4-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. Not a whole lot of damage against him yet, and he may just keep this approach.
Garcia, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So that removes their last challenge. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
But he's back. The 1-0. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Up next to the Royals.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Vinny Pasquantino will hit next. That's in there, and that's strike 1. That one to first. 1 at second. Back to first. Double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Royals 2 and the Yankees 1. You're watching Yankees baseball on the Show NYC. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. In the air, left field. Thomas makes the grab on the run. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Austin Wells now at the plate. He was 0 for 4 in Wednesday's game. Up and in, ball 1.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Now 1-1. Swings through that one for strike two. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
No, that's a ball.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them. Two and two. And that one hammered into the corner, but foul. Off the outside edge with that one, and now it's filled up. Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Trent Grisham getting ready to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Wells at first, one gone.
Ball. Ball.
Got him swinging.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Fly to left his first time. That one fouled off. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. Fouled off left side. The 1-2.
Ball.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
This one in the air. And the inning is over. One left for the Yankees. They're down 2-1. Welcome back. And Singy, some big-time struggles coming into this one, and he doesn't seem to have it again today.
Yeah, he's nibbling out there more than attacking, and you can tell the confidence isn't quite there, Boog. A lot of game left to shake it off, though.
Perez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Oh.
And that misses. And it's 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one fouled off. And a payoff pitch. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Up next to the Royals, the designated hitter, Carter.
Now it's the DH,
Jensen.
Carter Jensen. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball there. He's someone you really want to keep off the bases, Chris. He has the most stolen bases in the league. And now the 0-1. That clips the corner. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. 2 gone now.
Up next to the Royals, the right fielder, number 14.
Jack Caglione, the next to hit. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up.
Nope, that's low.
On the ground to third. Rosario tosses to first. And that ends the inning. So 1 left for Kansas City, but they still lead it 2-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 4th, Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees.
You know, these Yankees, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And he chases that one. 1 away.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Ben Rice will hit next. Fly to left his first time. And there's a foul ball. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And he swings through that one.
Whoa!
Just
Nope,
missing
outside.
there. Ball 2. And
Ball
that's
3.
downstairs and outside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. He circles the bases, and we have a tie ball game. It's 2-2.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. Well, he saw a lot of pitches in this at-bat, and in this 3-2 count, he got something he could handle, wasn't fooled, did a really nice job at approaching and attacking that baseball.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Randall Grichuk now. He's 0 for 1.
Whoa!
That one ripped left field. Carrying well. And it is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And that's how they take the lead. It's 3-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Ahmed Rosario digs in now. Fly to center his first time. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike one.
Nope, that's inside.
And they'll do it again. Backed off the plate that time.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That's the ball.
That one misses. Full count now. There's a line drive to left field. That's out number 2. Digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Fly to center his first time. Check swing, but he went too far. It's 0-1.
That's the ball.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
The next offering misses. Full count now. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing.
No,
some
that's
early
a ball.
action out there in the bullpen. Mitch Spence up and loosening in the pen. Ursig also getting ready. Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in on a dive. The 1-1 in the air, right field, and that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. This one in the air, center field. Grisham on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Isbell in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. Isbell measures 5 feet 10 inches, 190 pounds, and he was a third-round pick back in 2018. Wells takes it in for the out. 2 away. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or can be bunted right back at a position player.
Garcia, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. In the air, left field, Bellinger settles underneath it, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. Home half of the 5th coming up. Yankees 3 and the Royals 2. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Mitch Spence.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Leading off, Austin Wells. Reached on an infield single his first time.
Austin Wells.
There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball. That one way inside. This one in the air. Pasquantino under it. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12.
Back to the top of the order now. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Spence. He's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. In there at the knees. No balls, 2 strikes.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
Well, tell fans a little bit about the difference between a cutter and a slider.
Well, a cutter looks more like a fastball, but it has that late movement like a slider that's hard to pick up. Now with the slider, it's a little slower, the spin is different, and sometimes you can recognize that, and it tends to break a lot more horizontally and vertically than the cutter.
Got him. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order, but they still lead at 3-2. Back in the Bronx. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
She says she want one to stay. I want you all to walk like a champion, act like a champion. What a piece of body can tell me when you're ready from.
So digging in, Bobby Witt Jr.
The shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
Calling it bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but A few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And the 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And they have their first hit since the third inning.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Ball one, no strikes. He's one of the best players in baseball at driving in runs, Chris. His RBI totals this season rank him in the top 10. Hard liner. Oh, he can't hang on. Witt around second. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
You know, line drives are tough because they can sink on you. They can even have some ride and go over your head if you take a false step in. Sometimes they can knuckle. So I'm not sure if that was the problem right there. Could have been the lights as well. Sometimes you see the ball all the way until the very last second. It disappears and it gets real scary.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases all loaded up. Carter Jensen getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. There comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Cam Schlittler will depart. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Ryan Yarbrough on the pitch here.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
This to third. Rosario. Feed to second. That's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
Hey, they played the matchup right there. Worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Here comes Lane Thomas. 1 for 2.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Just missed. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. Outside, ball 1.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Ripped on a line. Snags it on the run. And there's 1 away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they take the lead. It's 4-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
This one absolutely screamed out of here, Singy. A laser. StatCast tells us it was 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it left in a real hurry and didn't go that far because of the launch angle being a little flatter, but clearly it had all the velocity it needed to leave the yard.
Now it's the right fielder, Randall Grichuk. On the ground to third. Fires over to first. That's a very athletic play.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Ahmed Rosario. And that one fouled off. That's off the mark. Ball 1. Swing and a bouncer. Witt over to first. That's the third out. Inning over. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back here in New York, we go to the top of the 7th. Jack Caglione steps in for the Royals. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Brent Hedrick.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
This one in the air, center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in.
The batter number 19.
Now at the plate, Michael Massey.
Michael Massey.
Hey!
The Yanks trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Fouled off. He was late. That misses. 2-2. That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
And now it's Kyle Isbell. Swing and a pop-up. Caballero settles under this one. 2 down.
Up next to the Royals, the third baseman,
So up now for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. 1 for 3. Time called as the pitching coach makes a visit to the mound. One reliever still getting loose out in the pen. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Brent Hedrick won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Angel Chevy into the game.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Lucas Ursig. Well, one-run game. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Now the 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. And foul ball. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Thomas takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop,
Jose Caballero, the next to hit. First pitch, and he just misses.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Fought off foul. The 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Two down, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Close, but called a ball. Ball 2. On the ground. And that's just foul. Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses. 3-1. That one lifted to left. Thomas moving under this one. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. But they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Back now in the Bronx. We go to the 8th. Bobby Witt Jr. now at the plate. And a strike on the outside edge.
That was just paint on the first pitch fastball.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's got a chance. And it's off the wall. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Out towards right center field. Grichuk sizing it up. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out.
Up next to the Royals, the catcher, number 13, Salvador.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Out to short. To the plate.
Hey,
Save. And we are tied.
Up next to the Royals, the designated hitter, Carter.
So here's the Royals DH, Carter Jensen. 0 for 3 in this one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
And it's 1-1.
That's a ball.
One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first.
Hey!
That pitch gets the inside corner. And the count 1-2. Lined into right. And there are two down.
Up next to the Royals,
There's Lane Thomas now.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And they got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Tied at 4.
Nope,
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Up the middle, Caballero. In plenty of time to first, and that is that. So they even it up here as we head for a good finish to this one. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And we are tied 4-4. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, John Schreiber. He's been so good against lefties. Trent Grisham getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Nick Mears getting loose out there. Lynch getting cranked up as well. And the 1-0. Swings over the top of that one.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Whoa.
Here's the 2-2. And there's the ball. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger, known for his late inning heroics. Swing and a ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Ripped, but it curls foul. Not close with that one, and the count is filled up. Ben Rice in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, and it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Bellinger goes. Got him swinging. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Well, almost a strike him out, throw him out play right there, but 3-2 is a great count to run on. There's a good chance the hitter puts the ball in play, so it can turn into a big play offensively as well.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. John Schreiber gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Daniel Lynch.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Go-ahead run on base. Ben Rice digs in now.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Pitch kicks away. To third, save! And the go-ahead runs at third.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
Fought off foul. The Yankees with the go-ahead run at third. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a count 1-2. Now one miss.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
That one missing inside. Randall Grichuk would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Got him swinging for the K. Huge strikeout there. The Yanks leave one. Still all square at 4 apiece.
Now,
we're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Hill.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So now a pinch hitter, Isaac Collins. He represents the go-ahead run. That one a little bit high. Ball 1.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective. That's a really good take.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 4-4 in the ninth. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two now. And this is inside. Michael Massey in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals.
At the ball.
All tied up here at the top of the ninth. On the ground to first. He takes it on his own, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Royals, the center fielder, number 20,
Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell.
Hey!
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Royals bats are quiet there. This game's all tied at 4. Back in New York, bottom of the 9th inning, and this one is tied, coming right down to the wire. Randall Grichuk stepping in now for the Yankees. Pinch hitter coming on, Aaron Judge. He represents the winning run. Line to the right center field. That's a base hit. And the winning run is aboard.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Here's the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Paul Goldschmidt, the winning run on base for him. Goldie in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The Yanks with the winning run on at first. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one is absolutely belted way back there. And it's off the wall, but foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to happen with 2 strikes.
Tied at 4. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has putter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
In the air, left field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Yankees.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Jose Caballero.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
That's a strike. And the count 1-2.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Sets him down looking. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. 1 left for the Yankees. Score remains tied at 4. Now into the ball game on defense, Ryan McMahon. He's the new third baseman. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Michael Garcia getting ready to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Line drive, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead it in the 10th. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
No outs, runner at first. Here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Oh. Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 1-0. That one found hard the other way. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw saved. That's a stolen base. One on, nobody out. A run in here in the top half of the 10th.
Ball outside.
And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So they're now out of challenges. Popped in the air, left field, and there's one down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
So now with one away and a man at second, Vinny Pasquantino the next to hit. Fouls one off out of play back to our left. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, and that got him.
That got him. Take your bait.
Up next to the Royals, the catcher, number 3.
Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Salvador Perez. Sliced hard but foul. Two on, one out. And a foul ball.
That's the ball.
Strike him out looking.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Here's the Royals' designated hitter, Carter Jensen. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Grisham on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Royals 5 and the Yankees 4. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Matt Strong.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with a W.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
And fouled off.
Well, this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
So the tying run at second, and that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Just missed. Off the mark there. 2-2. Man at second. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. This one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game.
To extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
The final here today. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Your footsteps through the dark, the colors shape an amazing display, but aurora's not as bright as your smile beneath the light of distant stars. The famous traces that Jay left to paint in memory.